You know, one of the most famous songs out there has a simple message. The internet is for porn. Yeah, it's great. I love it. But if I lived in Rhode Island right now, I'd be furious as shit. Because there's a new bill that's proposed that's going to basically charge you $20 if you want to unlock your FAP material. Kind of sounds like what a hotel would charge for getting access to the Wi-Fi. It's just annoying. It's really annoying. It's bad. I don't like it. Anyway, so it says here that state legislation pending in Rhode Island would force internet service providers to block sexual content by default and charge a one-time fee of $20 to any internet user who wants to view porn or other offensive material. ISPs would have to hand the money they collect over to the state so they can help fund the operations of the Council on Human Trafficking. Yeah. So, they say the road to hell is paved in good intentions, and this is one of those moments. Because it's like, we really want to stop child trafficking and human trafficking and sex slaves. And everyone out there is like, yeah, no, totally. I totally agree with you. I really want to stop that as well. It's horrific that we live in the modern age and that it still happens in third world countries. It shouldn't be a thing, but it's a horrible, terrible, nasty thing. I mean, you see the movie Taken? Oh my God, what they did to those women is terrible. But you also want to take away my porn to stop it. No. It's one of those moments where people are like, no, I don't want this. Or they'll just pay the $20 and be done with it. Or they could be really stingy and then just use VPNs, right? Or I don't know, go on to like any torrent site and download a buttload of pornography. Porn is not hard to get. The only thing hard about it is you. Right? Or if you're a woman, it could be like Hurricane Sandy down there. You have no idea. Anyway, the bill was introduced on Thursday, Democrats, by Democrat state senators Frank Ciccone and Hanna Gallo, and it's titled An Act Relating to Public Utilities and Carriers, Internet Digital Blocking. Why is it the Democrats? Like last week, Floridians, Republican Floridians, said that porn was a public health crisis, and Democrats were like, hold my beer. I'm going to make this a little bit on the worst side. I'm going to sit there and tell you that no, we're going to charge you for the porn. Not going to be a health hazard, right? Utah has a porn sniffing dog. Yeah, his name is URL. Not even kidding you. I did a video about this like 2 years ago. Look it up. Anyway, it says here, the ISP shall provide a digital blocking capability that renders inaccessible sexual content or patently offensive material as defined by the bill. Under that same statute, sexual content includes depictions and descriptions of any act of sexual intercourse, whether normal, perverted, actual, or simulated. Depictions of masturbation are also considered sexual content under the statute. So that means like My Free Cams is just going to be like the most horrific, hedonistic website in all of Rhode Island. Seriously, what the hell? Aren't they like the second smallest state? Like, that's just the stupidest thing on the planet. Because what exactly is offensive to you is not offensive to me, right? You might sit there and look at Two Girls, One Cup as the most disgusting thing you've ever seen. And I'm like, I've watched it while eating nachos. I used to go to styleproject.com, rotten.com, goregallery.com. I remember when B was good. Pro tip, B was never good. But the gore threads were fascinating, and so were the you fap, you lose. I lost. Fair amount. I was lonely in 2004. The point is, this is dumb. Now, given the state's definition of sexual content, the bill would force ISPs to block pretty much all pornography, even if it was performed by consenting adults and violates no law. Separately, the proposed requirement to block patently offensive material would include any material that is so offensive on its face as to affront current standards of decency. What is decent these days? I've seen some shit. Like, seriously, I have nightmares. It's just so offensive. It's on its face as to affront the current standards of decency. What's decent to you is not decent to me. I'm just saying. In addition to blocking a host of legal and or vaguely defined content, the bill would require blocking of websites that facilitate certain illegal acts. Specifically, the bill extends to requiring blocking to any hub that facilitates prostitution and websites that are known to facilitate human trafficking. So Backpage.com, you're gone. Craigslist.com, you're gone. Or Craigslist.org. No, because Backpage is a huge whole thing there about human trafficking, right? There's a documentary on Netflix about it right now. So there's that. I should like to comment there. The NoFap Challenge Rhode Island edition. Yeah, just watch the state completely descend into utter turmoil, chaos, and become the purge overnight. The bill would also require the blocking of certain content that is clearly illegal, specifically child pornography. Finally, it would require the blocking of revenge pornography, whose status, whose legal status is less clear. The required digital blocking capability could only be deactivated by the ISP after a consumer does the following: requests in writing the capability be disabled, presents identification to verify the consumer is 18 years of age or older, acknowledges receiving a written warning regarding the potential danger of deactivating the digital blocking capability, and pays a one-time $20 digital access fee. So basically, you got to request in writing that you want to jerk it. You have to then present your photo identification to prove that you are of age and you want to jerk it. And then you have to acknowledge that there is potential danger for you wanting to jerk it, and then pay them $20 so you can in fact jerk it. A lot of jerking it. Now, as currently written, the bill would seem to let internet users view legal porn or child pornography if they pay the $20 fee. It doesn't seem likely that the legislators are really intend to let people view child pornography in exchange for $20. However, the bill is referred to by the State Judiciary Committee, or the Senate Judiciary Committee. Many bills languish in the committee, so the proposal won't necessarily be voted on by the legislature. A similar bill was proposed in Virginia last month, but hasn't been passed. So now we're at this weird, let's all charge everyone $20 a jerk it phase, and that's just kind of dumb. Now the update here is that they said that Ciccone said, while he didn't answer any of the questions about the bill, he says that it is similar to legislation in 44 other states and the fee is consistent with the 44 states. But his statement does not appear to be accurate. As evidenced, as he pointed out on the website about Human Trafficking and Child Exploitation Prevention Act, the website lists states where such legislation has been proposed, but only provides links to pending bills in some of the states, and the bills are not identical to the ones posed by these senators. For example, Alabama bill targets depictions of patently offensive sexual content rather than all sexual content. The Arizona proposal targets child porn and consent or in content that is otherwise unlawful. An Ohio bill targets sexually graphic images of people taken without their consent. A Minnesota bill is simply a resolution recognizing pornography as a public health hazard and requires no blocking and no fees. So it's not like this is happening everywhere. It's not like this is happening nowhere. It's just one of those things that is stupid that you... Like, I understand its intent. I understand its meaning. I get why they want to do it. I do. I get that. But at the same time, what you're telling people is that, well, you want access to this material, you're going to have to pay the state a tax to watch your porn. And if people do it, because people will, let's be fair, they'll go, yeah, I'll part with $20, but I'm going to make sure that my gets $20 out of it. And then eventually what's going to happen when the state realizes that that everyone who could have paid is going to have paid, right? Or they've hit their cap for how much money that they've made, and they realize, wait, we need to do this again. We need to put more money into the system. Okay, so why don't we start charging this as a yearly fee, and then maybe a bi-yearly fee, and then maybe a monthly fee, and then eventually it's just tagged on to the end of your ISP. That's horrible. That's terrible. That should not happen. And unfortunately, it kind of feels like that's the way that we're going, because these senators don't understand that people out there will just start using VPNs as a way to get around these pesky laws. And if there's one thing people are really good at finding and ultimately hiding, is their personal whack-it material. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you haven't already, thumbs it up, hit on that subscribe, check out 3 Buck Theater, check out Mundane Chats, or if you just want to help support the channel, the best way to do that is patreon.com/mundanemet, link below in the video description. Thank you guys again, have yourself a great day, and peace out.